Let's bring in News Nation's Alex Capriello live for us there in Athens, Georgia. And Alex, both sides making their opening statements this morning. What did they say?
Yeah, for the prosecution, it was all about outlining a timeline of events on February 22nd earlier this year when Laken Riley's body was found. They really showed all the evidence that they've gathered over the last 9 or so months in order to build their case against the defendant, Jose Ibarra, a Venezuelan national that's been charged with 10 different various violent crimes, including murder of Laken Riley. In specific, they were looking at some of the 911 phone calls that were made, first from Laken Riley's cell phone, which was disturbed at one point and ultimately hung up. They found a fingerprint on that cell phone, which prosecutors say was Jose Ibarra's. On top of that, they were looking at some of the crime scene photos and the body camera footage of those responding officers who came and found Laken Riley's body shortly after she was deceased. They said that her clothes were torn, including her underwear, as well as her shirt being pulled up above her breasts. Some of that information, as you can tell, very graphic, and same with the footage and the videos that we were seeing. Ultimately, the prosecution trying to make the case that Jose Ibarra knew exactly what he was doing when he was stalking his victims, and ultimately it ended with one 22-year-old nursing student's death. Take a listen to the prosecution.
Jose Ibarra put on a black hat, a hoodie-style jacket, and some black kitchen-style disposable gloves, and he went hunting for females on the University of Georgia's campus. And in his hunt, he encountered 22-year-old Laken Riley on her morning jog. And when Laken Riley refused to be his rape victim, he bashed her skull in with a rock repeatedly.
As for the defense, they're doing their best to try to cast any sort of suspicion or reasonable doubt that Jose Ibarra may not be the person accused of this crime and the one guilty of this crime. They say that all the evidence, although the prosecution will say is direct, the defense will say is all circumstantial, and that it's entirely possible that somebody else, including perhaps Jose Ibarra's brother, Diego, or one of the other people that were living in that apartment complex, might be the one that's actually responsible for this crime. After those opening statements, we've heard from several witnesses. Again, very graphic testimony, and that courtroom is enthralled with every word. Highly emotional day here in Athens, Georgia.
Yeah,
Nichole.
certainly a highly emotional day, Alex. Truly, right before we came on air, the proceedings broke for lunch, so they will be out for at least an hour or so. But what's it been like inside the courtroom? Because, as you said, this is highly emotional.
Yeah, it's a charged courtroom. It's been 9 long months of having Laken Riley's name being thrown out there, highly politicized in a way to try to see reform in an election year. And so a lot of people have been paying close attention to this trial, and that's really being shown on the faces of the family of Laken Riley. The judge has ordered that the cameras inside the courtroom, video and still, not be turned towards the gallery, not be turned towards Laken Riley's family, because it is such an emotional period. They don't want them on the TV screens blasting across the country. But for the people that are inside that courtroom, we're able to witness it firsthand and see exactly what that's like. And it is very, very emotional. You see Laken Riley's mother sobbing almost nonstop, particularly when it comes to showing videos and photographs of her daughter up there on the screen for the entire court to see. Even some of the witnesses, including Laken Riley's friends here in Athens, are having a hard time keeping it together. As for the defendant himself, not much emotion being shown on his face. He keeps it pretty still and stern as he's listening to these court proceedings. Keep in mind, he's a native Spanish speaker, so everything that's happening inside this courtroom is being translated into his native language through a set of headphones, so that way he is fully aware of everything that's happening around him. One last note, Nichole, a very packed courthouse. Every seat inside there is filled, so much so that even the jury box, where normally a jury of 12 peers will be sitting listening to this evidence and ultimately coming with the verdict, that's even being filled, but this time by reporters. As we know, Jose Ibarra, the defendant, has chose a bench trial, not a jury trial. So it will be the Superior Court judge who will come up with his verdict.
Yep, who makes that ultimate decision. All right, Alex Capriello live for us there in Athens, Georgia. Thank you. Thanks for watching. Go to joinnn.com to find News Nation on your screen. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button below to get more of News Nation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.